Okay, so back to Ewan's happy place. Happy. I just saw The Mandalorian, the new episode, and here's my quick view on it. It was great, and I'd say it was much better than the previous episode. Not that the last episode was bad, I thought it was good. It was just a nice sort of reintroduction back into the world of Mando, but this one I thought was better because we actually get into the actual story more with, Mando going to Mandalore and going on his quest to jump in the waters of Mandalore and take a nice dip into it, and then somehow that redeems him from taking his helmet off. So yeah, we actually get to see that. In my head though, I'm thinking, why do you want to redeem yourself for taking your helmet off? He's kind of like really brainwashed. He really wants to be a part of this weird cult. He's like Tom Cruise in a way. Anyway, I hope this season he realizes that he should leave this cult and take his helmet off. And he can still be a Mandalorian, because there's different factions. Some can take off their helmets and others can't. So maybe he could eventually wise up and be one of the ones that can take their helmets off. It must get really uncomfortable always having to wear that. Anyway, this was another good episode. To be honest with you, I might as well just say every episode is great. I'm kind of biased. It's my favourite show. So I'm gonna say every episode is great, so it's pretty much pointless me reviewing it, but I obviously will because I've got nothing better to do. But what I did like about this episode, it was kind of interesting because we see Baby Yoda use the Force a lot, and he doesn't fall asleep, after he uses the Force, which is cool. So he's getting better, and he had to sort of fend for himself in this episode. Mando gets captured, so it's up to Baby Yoda to help him, to rescue him, and that creature, oh yeah, he was like a half alien, half robot thing. He looked cool. That design kind of reminded me a little bit of General Grievous in a way, but no, yeah, he was cool. He definitely gave me the willies. He definitely one-upped Din Djarin and got him very stuck. So he was cool. I'd like to know what his name was. Somebody comment below what was the name of that character. He probably doesn't have a name. He's probably just a weird robot alien. That's it. But yeah, it was cool to see Katie Sackhoff come to the rescue and save him. It's kind of weird though, because I thought she wanted to kill Mando, Din Djarin, and take the Darksaber, but now she's sort of changed her mind a bit. And do I detect perhaps a bit of romance between them? Maybe. Are they doing a sort of a Raylo type thing, but with Bo and Din? We could call it a Din Bo. Maybe they could get together and rule Mandalore together, perhaps. Maybe that would be better than fighting to the death. And actually, one thing to point out: when Din got captured by the alien robot guy, and he took the Darksaber away from him, and then Bo showed up and took the saber and killed the alien robot guy. Does that mean she now technically should own the saber? I thought that's how it works when you defeat someone or disarm them, then you take ownership of the Darksaber if you defeat them. I thought they were going to do that, but they didn't. Maybe she doesn't want it anymore. Maybe she doesn't want to rule Mandalore anymore, perhaps. Maybe she just wants to bang him. Oh yeah, and we get to see the mechanic woman again on Tatooine. A lot of people don't like her, but I think she's quite funny. And I was watching Elf around Christmas time, and I noticed she was in it. So obviously her and Jon Favreau go back a long way because he directed that film. What a legend though Jon Favreau is. I mean, he made Iron Man, Elf, and this. He messed up a bit with Lion King though, so no one's perfect, but we'll forgive him for that. No one's perfect. R5 was back, so that was cool. It's fun to see R5. And we got to see some big giant monster in the water. What was that? Is it called a mythosaur? Comment below if you know, because I have no idea. But yeah, this episode was definitely good. Again, it gives you everything you want. I don't feel shortchanged at all, and this episode was driving the story forward more, and there's definitely a lot to speculate about. Did the armorer send Din to the planet to jump in the water so he could drown himself, perhaps? I don't know. Maybe she's a bit sneaky. I don't know. And now that he's completed his quest, will he stay as a Mandalorian and keep his helmet on, or will he bang Bo? I hope he takes his helmet off and bangs Bo, because she's a bangable woman. So yes, we shall find out next time, I guess. I just hope he comes to his senses and takes his helmet off. That would make me happy. And in the last episode, Carl Weathers says to him, "Hey, I need a marshal. Why don't you become my marshal?" And then yeah, Like, that would be good. Like, if he could become a marshal on Navarro, you know, he would have a much better life doing that. And yeah, I'm obviously interested about the armorer. Like, is she a baddie? Is she a goodie? I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe she might be a baddie, you know, because she did send Mando to jump into the water. I don't think he knew that it was going to be as deep as he thought it was going to be. Like, when he started walking into the water, he just suddenly went down, and then, you know, obviously his armor dragged him down and he had no jetpack. So I don't know, like, is she a villain? Is she not a villain? We shall see, I guess. But anyway, good episode. Liked it. I liked those weird monsters that kept attacking them. They were quite cool, you know, they were like sort of grunts. And yeah, the alien, the half alien, half robot monster thing was pretty cool. I like the design of that, and yeah, I hope we get to see more stuff like that in this season, and I just hope that Mando and Bo-Katan bang each other. That's you know, I'm a simple man. I don't ask for much. Oh yeah, and I hope we get to see Luke Skywalker again and blah 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 blah. Anyway, that's my review. Goodbye.